What's up, everybody? It's David here with Passages TV, and we're in the heart of New York City, here to talk to people about their purpose and calling in life. What are you guys doing here in New York?
We are studying. We came from Italy here. We are going to spend here 2 weeks, and we are just visiting the city and having lessons for improving our English.
I'm Irish, but I live in Spain. Just popped over here to see the city for the weekend. We were at a wedding in Chicago, so we took this on our way back.
Where are you from, Sai?
Originally from India, but called home Atlanta here, but I'm in Philly right now.
Where are you from? You said you're not from New York, so where are you from?
I am from Virginia.
So what brings you to New York?
Well, my family's here. Today is our grandmother's birthday, and that's what we're celebrating.
You said you live in Spain, right?
Yeah.
So what do you do over there? Like, what do you do for a job?
Cause trouble.
You cause trouble? So what do you do in Philly?
I'm a med student.
You're a med student, okay. So when you graduate from med school, what do you plan on doing?
I want to do neurosurgery.
Oh, really? That's awesome. So you said you're not from New York City, so where are you from?
I'm American, but we live in Brazil.
So why do you guys live in Brazil?
I teach at the American school in Brazil.
Where are you from?
I'm from Morocco, but I live in France.
That's awesome. What do you do in France?
I'm scientific. I work in research.
Are you from here in New York?
Of course I'm from New York.
Of course you're from New York. Awesome. Heck yeah, what part?
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn. Awesome. Okay. Are you from here in New York or are you just visiting?
No, I'm from Belgium.
From Belgium. Dude, we've gotten people from all over the world talking. So what are you going to school for?
I want to be a sports agent.
A sports agent. Okay. Why do you want to be a sports agent?
Well, I like sports a lot. Like when I want to work in the sports world, and I want to be do agency and be able to be around athletes.
I'm an engineer, but I work from home, so my work is in Ireland, but I live in Spain.
So what do you do in Danville? Are you going to school, work?
So I literally just moved to Danville a month ago for work. I work in HR.
Well, I work as a cybersecurity architect, and now I'm exploring the field of AI because, wow.
It's crazy. Oh my goodness. How long have you been doing that for?
So cybersecurity for 5 years, but AI, well, when the whole hype about ChatGPT started.
Do you guys have like a job in the future that you would really like to do that you would think would be a lot of fun and maybe bring some purpose to your life?
I would like to be an engineer, aerospatial engineer, maybe in a company that produces planes or stuff for the space, something like that.
What made you kind of want to do that?
So my grandpa had brain cancer, so just like seeing how like a tiny little tumor can like just take away something that was my grandpa. That's what made me kind of interested in like the brain.
So how did you end up getting to Danville, and how did you end up in that?
LinkedIn. If you're not on LinkedIn, get on there because they found me and it was legit, and now I'm working a month in.
I've been teaching internationally for about 15 years, and I was mostly in the Middle East, but a former boss of mine in Tunisia moved to the school in Brazil, and he recruited me.
What initially made you interested in doing that maybe a while ago? What made you want to learn about that and do that as your job?
Well, when I was studying in school, I like maths, I like physics, I like computers. Well, why not? Let's do some IT stuff.
Yeah.
But then cybersecurity happened, and I was just shocked by those amazing stories, how everything can be hacked. You can hack your phone via that microphone if it is connected somehow. I've seen some crazy things.
Yeah.
And well, I'm trying to make companies secure, but unfortunately it's a business.
Yeah.
It's about money. Everything is about money.
When did you start realizing that this is what you wanted to do?
I was obsessed with technology, and I saw that a lot of progress from years to year, and I wanted to participate in the development of electronics.
A lot of people say that if you find the right job in the right place, then you never work a day in your life. How do you feel about that?
I feel like I could get there. I won't say I'm there yet, but I can get there, so I agree, yes.
A lot of people, they're looking for something in their work, like they're looking for their purpose, or they're looking for something to entertain them. Do you find that in your work, or do you find would you say your purpose in other places in life?
I find my purpose somewhere else in life. You know, it's not necessarily work. I don't live to work. You know.
Do you have a passion for teaching? Would you say?
I do. it came through being a history guy. Like I started a PhD in history, and then the next thing I knew I was teaching.
A lot of people talk about their job and like what they do and something they have passion for, like it kind of being their purpose. Do you think that that's like sports and being an agent is your purpose?
Yeah, I do. I think like I've always like knew about sports, grew up knowing about sports, playing sports, and so I think that's just like my passion to do something in the sports world. It was like something I'm supposed to do.
In my job, we have all the time problems. We have to solve them. That is research. We're working on, yeah.
Do you find it exciting when you do have a problem and you are able to solve it?
When I'm trying to solve it.
Your life experiences point you into like what you think your purpose might end up being. A lot of people would maybe consider that like a calling, like you have a calling towards this job or this like pursuit of life.
Yeah.
Would you say that that's kind of what you've experienced?
Yeah, and I think it's only going to get greater as I have more experiences with it and like I'm more into it. But yeah, I'd say it is a calling. I think medicine in general for people or at least it should be a calling, you know. It shouldn't be something you do for like any external purposes.
Have you ever heard the term like calling, like somebody having a different calling towards something?
No, to be honest, I don't buy into that.
You don't buy into that, why not?
Different calling, I don't use such language. I know my life has been pretty spontaneous, but different calling in life, no. Too religious.
A bit too religious for you?
I come from a sports family. That's how me and my grandpa used to bond a lot by talking about sports. So
that's cool.
as time went on, it's just more just like I just love it. I love sports now. Like especially basketball. Like I have a love for that.
Every time when you come to your job and you're just doing your thing and you're getting paid at the end of the month, what's the purpose of this? What's the big meaning? Well, I'm trying to find it here, trying to find the bigger meaning.
We actually believe that our ultimate purpose comes from God and from what Jesus did for us and how he died on the cross and gave us of our sins. And so we're actually here trying to fulfill our purpose and we're trying to help others do that.
I don't believe in God. Once again, it's the meaning. Everyone has his own Jesus, his own meaning, his own purpose. But in the modern world, when we have all of those possibilities, when you're 18 years old, you're coming out of high school, and you have to make a decision that will affect the rest of your life, well, try to do that.
Some people use the word calling kind of to connect maybe their job with their purpose. Do you think that that's the case, or do you find your purpose in other places in life?
I feel like that's a part of my purpose, helping people. Absolutely. In the helping people, period. So yes.
If somebody asked and said, I'm looking for my purpose, where do you think that's found? What would you say?
I would say do everything you want. See no obstacles, see no walls in front of you. Just go and do it. If you don't like it, so what? Now you know that this is not your thing. By doing all of those things, you're getting experience. You're getting to know a lot of different people. You're getting a lot of new experiences. And then you're like, okay, so I've heard this, I felt this while doing this. Maybe I should go this way.
It's been so cool seeing all the different perspectives that people have on calling and purpose in their lives. What about you? Do you have a purpose? If you want to learn more, check us out at passages.tv.